Helps in the corner too because yeah, Chip's pretty crazy. Chip's just pretty insane with his RCs. Pretty insane. Pretty insane.
Guilty Gear Strive. Teach me.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the episode of Teach Me with Guilty Gear Strive, where the pro players teach me how to play Guilty Gear Strive at a beginner, intermediate, I like to also say high level. So today we have one of the long-lasting chips in Guilty Gear, man. I would like to say, and arguably one of the best chips in the world, man. Kensou, what's going on?
What's going on, Jay? Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate that.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on board. So we're going to talk about Chip and Chip's archetype. So what would you classify Chip's archetype to be?
Chip's archetype, essentially, he's a rushdown pressure character. Does have some trickiness to him, but I would say that's pretty straightforward. Rushdown.
Nice.
Rushdown with punch.
Nice. All right, so let's talk over Chip's key moves.
All right. Outright, first and foremost, I think learning how to use his anti-air, his four punch, really strong. Great for anti-air, is good for stopping mid moves while running. Really strong for that. You also have far slash, really good whiff punisher at 9 frames. Goes into your Rekkas, so it kind of helps you with your whiff punish game, keeping it real simple. There's also 5k, 6 frames, links into itself. Go into sweep, get a knockdown for mix-ups. You also have, speaking of his sweep, we do have his sweep. Sweep's about 10, 11 frames, really strong. I mentioned before, you can confirm off of it. Just like you could with Far Slash, get some quick, easy damage, or go for a hard knockdown. Also, what I think is probably, it's kind of a 2-part move here, but his Crouching Slash, or 2S. This move is really, really strong at 10 frames. It also has a whiff cancel into 2H, which is really good. And it sets up a good chunk of his combo game, and it is a big centerpiece of his combo game. So learning how to use these moves in particular, especially this one here, really, really good to know while playing as Chip.
Nice. So let's talk over like the special moves now that he has.
Okay, so special moves. So we have his Rekkas, which is quarter circle forward slash. And you can do it twice. You get mid, and then you have a low. And then the last part of his Rekka series is with the kick. So all these are quarter circle forward slash. And you can use them at any given point in time for the overhead. So the first one into the overhead, or the second one into the overhead. You can also use them pretty quickly. Kind of force like a long range, like quick. There we go. So a quick low if you'd like. Because it is pretty much, yeah, like a quick advancing low, if you'd like.
Oh, so you could delay.
Mm-hmm. And delay for a pretty long time too, so it's pretty strong.
Nice. So can you do the palm and then do the overhead afterwards, or it literally has to be the palm, the low, and then the overhead?
No, you can do the overhead anytime.
Ah, okay.
You can even whiff the palm and go straight into it.
Okay. Does he have anything else other than the overhead after the 2 hits, or is it literally does he have like a mix up, or is it just the overhead he has after the Rekkas?
It's just the overhead.
Okay.
So that's pretty much all you're gonna get from that. It is strong. There are some meaty setups you can do with the whiff one into the overhead if you like, making it safer, because the overhead is really unsafe on block. So it's most preferred to go for the first or the second one when doing pressure or what have you, just to stay safe. Outside of that, we do have the Alpha Blade, so quarter circle forward punch. This is a big centerpiece of his game as well. This move actually crosses up. He also has it in the air. He's also can cross up. He also has K Alpha Blade. This is another big center point of his kit. Brand new move to Chip in Guilty Gear Strive. Both, as I mentioned before, you can do it in the air and ground. All these Alpha Blades, they all cross up. Big part of his combo game, big part of his pressure game. So you can set up quite a few tricks with this as well. So those are Alpha Blades. You also have a command grab, half circle back slash. Does great damage, great way to open people up when they're just sitting there turtling really hard and they're like, I'm gonna play really defensive. So you can use that as a means to trick people up. So here we also have air shuriken, which is of course go back punch in the air. It's essentially like your air fireball, your way to kind of like zone people out. Really strong. It's not the best, but it is pretty a decent zoning tool. You also have Gamma Blade, which is quarter circle forward and heavy slash. This move, you can live and die by this move because you can actually hit the clone. And Chip can take double damage, and it is very scary to use in some cases, but it is a part of his kit. You should be using it, as the clone is actually +9 on block and +9 on hit.
Okay.
So, I say that right. 6 on block, +9 on hit.
Okay.
Just to be certain there. So that's really strong about his clone. Here, what else do we have here? So there's other things you can do with his alphas, like so if you're against the wall, if you do Alpha Blade and you hold the punch button or kick for that matter near the wall, he will wall run, and it gives him access to his standing normals while being on the wall. So really big and pivotal to his combo game and his mix-up game because you can cross people up. So it's really strong for him to have this and learn how to utilize it. So this is another part of the Alpha Blade kit, if you will. And I would say that pretty much about sums it up for a special move. Oh, can't forget, my man has an uppercut. We can't forget he has an uppercut. You do have a reversal. How could I forget my man has an uppercut? Sure, you can slash. It can be done in the air. It's solid. It's not the best uppercut in the game, but it does what it's supposed to do.
Does it have invincibility too? It should do, innit, right? On Wake Up.
It has a little bit of invincibility. It doesn't sport too much invincibility. It has the shortest invincibility of them all, but it does make up for that with the speed. It is a 7-frame uppercut, and 7-frame reversals are the fastest reversals for invul in the game.
Okay.
So that's like the best part about it. Like, it's fast.
Nice. And supers? What are supers?
So supers, double quarter circle forward and kick. This is pretty much his beat 'em up super, if you will. Calls out his clones and even the otter to do damage to you. Very good for wall breaking. In fact, that's his only wall break super. He also has Zanze-Roga, half circle back forward into heavy slash. Most people know this as Maximum Spider if you're familiar with Spider-Man in Marvel games. This is by far his strongest super, hands down, bar none. It is his most damaging super. And a big addition to that super in this game, you can do it in the air. This is brand new to Guilty Gear Strive, and they actually made the super really good. Now, Zanze-Roga does not wall break, unfortunately, but it does dish out max damage, and no matter where you are on screen, it will bring you back to center screen, and it does allow Chip to gain access to like a meaty situation, and you do side swap, but you are back center screen. So this is actually new for him in this game to actually have more advantage on that super, because before you would just cash out and just end rounds, but now they gave him the ability to meaty now, so it's really strong.
Nice. Thank you very much for telling me the key moves, man. So we're gonna go to my favorite section of this. So this is the top 5 Roman cancels that you use. So can you list to me the top 5 Roman cancels that you use with Chip?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm going to go and talk about my personal favorite, and it is 6K. This move is amazing, and plus Roman cancel allows Chip to do his strongest damage combo overall in the game.
No, that combo looks sick. What the hell?
Yeah. That's bar none, arguably his strongest combo from RC, and since 6K gives him that drastically, and he has other combos as well, but that RC, very important, especially in the corner. In the mid screen, running to RC from your Rekkas will allow you to do stuff such as this. So his Rekkas are number 2 on that list. You should have these 2 down. I would say these 2 are some of the most pivotal, in all honesty. And just knowing which Rekka to go off of too. Sometimes you may want to go off the first one or the second one. So that kind of doubles as like a 2 and a 3, if you will, for Roman cancels. I will also throw out here his uppercut. It's also good to know how to RC from, because this also gives you really good damage when you need it. Especially from like a reversal situation. If you're knocked down, you need to be able to like kind of get up and do more. You know, that would give you that. So I would say that's 4 because Rekkas kind of doubles too. Outside of that, Also, Zanzirola. Learning how to RC off of this. Because he can combo off of this, actually. And you can still do more damage off of it. Oh yeah, raw super is crazy damage. Yeah, and we can still get a wall break there. Yeah. So his raw super as a punish can be very, very devastating, or even a counter hit 6H will lead into like massive damage.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. And I would say last but not least, you throw. Because your command grab can lead to a lot of damage. And I go through these RCs all the time. All the time. Helps in the corner too because... yeah. Chip's pretty crazy. Chip's just pretty insane with his RCs. Pretty insane.
Oh man, nah, that was great. All right, cool. So we've gone over the Roman cancels. So what we're going to talk about now is what does your character strive for?
So what Chip strives to do in this game essentially is to whiff punish his opponents because he is the fastest character in the game. He has the ability to go from literally full screen to in front of you in like the blink of an eye. So people whiffing moves, your goal is to whiff punish them with far slash and go into your Rekkas, and you put them pretty much in a standing mix-up. So essentially, when you're here, if they decide to swing again, you're outside of range. And you can whiff punish that normal that they went for, be it with sweep or far slash again, and you can essentially keep up the pressure that way. Then, after that, you layer on other things such as throws, command grabs, and things like that, and you kind of keep pecking and prodding at them till you finally put them in your win condition, which is here. Your win condition is to put them in the corner. Because now, as of version 1.10, thank you, ArcSys, Chip now has the ability to do double Alpha Blade now. Now, that's very damaging. But the most important part here now is he has the ability to mix up. And they have to guess what side you're on. They have to completely guess that. So, it opens up more doors for him now with what they did in this current patch as well. So really what you should be striving to do is whiff punish and corner carry as much as possible. And you get the corner carry, you gain positive bonus. So let's say we'll go for this. Let's just get a positive bonus combo here. So you get your wall break, you get positive bonus, and now Chip has access to a whole lot of pressure. Because positive bonus gives you lots of meter to kind of drain pretty much at your opponent. So essentially what happens, Jay, is one of Chip's objectives is to build the risk gauge. So, the gauge underneath the burst gauge. So when the opponent blocks, they have to deal with that, right? So Chip literally in like a block string or two, let's swap sides here. So if you could block for me real quick. There you go. In one block string, he's already got you at roughly half. So when you tack on positive bonus, right? And you go for like your big combo, I unfortunately dropped it there, but essentially whenever they have high risk gauge, like Chip will do a lot of damage.
Flip it. What the hell?
Yeah. So when you just building risk gauge will just do lots of damage. So it's free pressure again. So this is why getting positive bonus with Chip is very important when you break the wall and you corner carry people, because you have the ability to do that. And there's other sneaky things he can do, but this is just the starting point. So this is essentially what Chip's going to be doing in this game. You fight for whiff punishment and you fight for corner position. You get positive bonus and then get ready to close the game out.
My goodness. Thank you so much for all of that information, man. That's crazy. Like, even just seeing those type of combos. I know Chip is a glass cannon as well, but just the damage and the stuff that you're doing with the character, you can just see that there's like a high level there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah, I definitely appreciate that. So, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this is the end of the show. So, what we're going to do is just ask you, where can people find you? I know you stream, I know you got YouTube, but the people watching might not know. So just give them your social medias for me, please.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can find me on twitch.tv/Shin Kensou. You can find me on YouTube at Shin Kensou. You can find me on Twitter at Shin Kensou. You can also catch me on TikTok at Just Kensou, Instagram Just Kensou as well. So you can catch me on all those places, posting Guilty Gear content and all that good stuff, so you guys can keep learning and yeah, follow me.
Wicked, man. All right, well, I hope you lot enjoyed the episode today. Check him out, go follow him on those socials, and check out more of these Guilty Gear Strive Teach Me episodes. Leave a comment, thumbs up, and yeah, we'll be on to the next episode. Take it easy.